Hello, everyone. Today, I want to do a basic introduction of Flipgrid. So, what is Flipgrid? Flipgrid is a program where students can respond to assignments using video. It's very easy to use, it's completely free. I'm going to go over how to get started and how to create a basic assignment. From there, if you have any more questions, I can create more and give you a little more details. So, to get started, you go to flipgrid.com and you click sign up today. Now, as I said, it's completely free. What you do is when you get started, you link it to your Google account and then you're ready to go. So I already have an account, so I'm going to click from the educator login, Google. It's going to recognize my account. And then I'm in my Flipgrid. So once this loads, I already have 3 Flipgrids. You're going to see it right now. So those are my classes that I'm using for this year. But for demonstration purposes, I'm going to create a group. A group is essentially a class. So click right here, create a group. I'm going to name it for this purpose, demonstration group. Now, you have an option for a join code. You don't really need this because what I'm going to show you how to do is link it to Google Classroom, so there'll be no need for the students to join through a code. The thing that I do recommend you do is to have students add through their email. So you have the option for students to create their own usernames. The problems that I've seen from that is that, first of all, you'll have students only use their first name, and we all have classes where we have students with more than one of the same first name. And then you'll have other situations where students will use a nickname, and then it becomes really confusing. So student email avoids all of those confusing situations. So we go to next. Now, it automatically knows that porchfschools.org is my domain, and it automatically sets it up so that only people with a porchfschools.org email can join. I always keep that. There's an option for a password, but I don't need to use it because porchfschools.org is limiting who can join. So I'll click next here. Now, if you had previous Flipgrids that you wanted to use the topics from, you could do that right now, but we're not going to do that. We'll click the skip. And if you wanted to immediately get the students into your Flipgrid, you have the option right here, share to classroom. But what I do is I wait till I create my first assignment, and then I post that assignment on Google Classroom, and then the students at that time join. So I'll cancel this for now. And here is my Flipgrid group, okay? So just really quickly, this is where you would see your students. I'm the only person in here right now, but we're going to focus on the topics. How do you get started? Very simple. You click the blue button here, add a topic. Now, first thing, title it. So for this topic, what I'm going to do, I have this video that I was going to potentially use in my class. It's going over Colombian street food on YouTube. So I want the students to watch this video and then record a video in Spanish describing some of the foods they see. So I'll give it a Spanish name. The rest I'll put in English. So I'll call it Comida Colombiana, which is Colombian food. Now, the next part, this prompt here, is where you potentially can put directions for what you want the students to do in their Flipgrid. Now, it gives you 1,000 character limit. I've reached that limit before, and there's ways around that, and here's what I recommend. So if your directions are going to be more than the 1,000 limit, which you have here, one option that you are given is you could insert a link. So what could you do? Well, if you had large directions, more than 1,000, you can put it on a Google Doc or a Google Slide, or even if you wanted to share as directions here, a website. You click on the insert link. The URL here could be a website, like I said, or it could be the link to a Google Doc or a Google Slide. You would type it in right there, or you can copy and paste, and then you can use that. So I'm just going to use for an example, www.google.com. And then the text could be, I don't know, directions link. I'll click insert. And then what you have here is a hyperlink. So if the students click there, it goes, in this case, to google.com, or it could potentially go wherever you wanted, like I said, a doc or a slide. So I'll just move that down, and I'm going to put very basic directions. watch the video on Colombian street food and describe 5 types of food you watch in Spanish. So we'll keep it real simple. Now, what are some other options? Recording time. So if you wanted to, you can limit the recording time. It's generically set to 1 minute and 30 seconds. Your students' videos can be as large as 10 minutes, or you can force them to be as small as 15 seconds. It's up to you what you want to keep. It has options with different closed captions, which honestly I don't use. What I do use is video moderation. I always turn this on. Now, why is that? So from using this program, my experience is that students tend to not like other students in class watching their videos. Some obviously do, but others get, they might be shy or a little embarrassed, particularly with me, because I teach a second language, so some people don't feel comfortable speaking the language in front of people. So I always turn it off so that I'm the only one that can see these videos initially. And then if I want to share the video, someone's work with the rest of the class, or if they ask me, I can do that manually later. So I highly recommend you use that. So going down to media, not only do you have the option of putting information here for the students, but you have the option right here. You could record a video directions just like I'm doing right now for the students to see. You could upload a video. You could add a video from YouTube, which is actually what I'm going to use. I'll click that right now. So here's my YouTube video. I'm going to copy the link, paste it here. I'll click next. There's the example if I needed to watch it, but I'm just going to add it. And now you're going to see it there. Okay. There were other options there, such as, you could put stuff like emojis and other stuff, which you're welcome to play around with. Now, there's some other things, like I said. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Right here is how to get your basic assignment up. I'm going to click Create Topic, and now my assignment is ready. So as I said, we want to focus on connecting this to Google Classroom, where you can create your assignments. So how do you do that? Now that this topic is created, I'm going to click the Share to Google Classroom. It's going to bring you to a prompt which you're going to be used to. First, I choose a class. I'll use this period 7. Next is the action. So I'm going to create an assignment with this. You could also do the other ones that you have in Google Classroom. Once you click go, this is the normal how you create a Google Classroom assignment. So you'll be used to that. You can customize it however you want. And once you click assign here, if I fill out the information, it would go straight to the Google Classroom. And then from there, the students can see the assignment and they click in there. Like I said, this would be the first time they use it. So they would have to join the Flipgrid, but it's right through Google Classroom. It's very easy and they'd be ready to go. So I'm going to click the all set. And now my assignment is created. So the last thing I want to show you today is what it's going to look like for the students that record responses. And I'll give you a little bit of feedback of what my experiences are with students. So I'm going to pretend I'm a student right here, and I'm going to record a response. So you can see myself in the video right now. So I can tell you that there's going to be some students that do not want to be on video. So here's an option that you have. Once you click effects here and we go to board, now I'll click just this one, for example, and you see how my screen is split in half? If I drag this here, now my entire screen is blanked out. So my voice can still be heard, but my face is no longer on the screen. So I always give the students the option if they want to have their face on. Some do, some do not. They can play around with all different kind of things. There's also different effects. Like some students like to put an emoji in front of their face, draw things. I let them play around with it so they have fun with it, and it helps them enjoy doing these Flipgrids. But once they're ready to go, they would click right here and they can record. Now, at any time when they do their recording, so I'll do a practice recording right now. This is a practice. I'm just going to stop it. Now, if they didn't like what they did, you have the option right here, which you click redo, and then they can do it again. If they click next here, they can listen. I'm just going to stop it. And then they have options. Some students, like, you can add more to it, or you can just close it and start again. So It's really easy for students. Once they use it once or twice, they're going to see that. But like I said, the only thing I really want to focus on explaining to you is the first concern that students are going to have is that they potentially don't want their faces on it. And I'll just show you one more time. That's to just get out of it. When you record a response, you go to Effects. I use the board. Pick any of these, and then just blank it out. So, hope you enjoyed the video. This is the basic way to get started with Flipgrid. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to do some follow-up videos. There's some other features that you can use with it, and I hope you watch that. If you have any questions, like I said, let me know at any time. Take care.